Namaste, Wild Heart Yogis. Today's class is a 60-minute live power flow class. So let's move, let's sweat, and let's let go of anything that no longer serves us, right? Okay, let's just get started. Okay, so let's just get started in a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. This morning, wherever you are, just starting to ground down through the sit bones, find a tall spine, close the eyes, roll the shoulders up to the ears and down the back a few times. Just beginning to arrive here in the space, here in your body. Just finding some stillness. Take a deep breath in through the nose, expanding the belly, the ribs, holding the breath at the third eye center. Exhale, just let it go. 2 more times, just like that. Deep breath in, expanding the belly, the ribs, holding the breath at the third eye. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Big clearing exhale. Last time, biggest breath yet. Expanding the entire body from the inside out. So finding space. Hold. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Starting class with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Allowing the mantra to resonate in the body, to resonate in the mind. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Gently blinking the eyes open. Hey Daria, let's start by, well, you guys can go ahead and hit play on your playlist. I have it in my ear, so I always teach to the playlist. I just don't play it out loud so that we don't get hit with like, what is it? Like the music, when you like illegally play music, right? All right, so go ahead and hit play on your playlist. The playlist is in the chat. Daria, since you came in late, I'll give it to you one more time. And then just reach the arms up. Find a full body stretch. Bring the gaze up. Good. And then interlace the hands and put the palms up to the ceiling. Find a full body stretch. Drop the head back in space. Deep breath here. On the exhale, release the hands and catch the right ear with the left fingertips. Elongate the right fingertips down towards the mat beside you. So finding space between the right ear and the right shoulder. Deep breath here, really reaching those right fingertips down towards the mat, and then slightly tuck the chin to the chest. Just change the stretch ever so slightly. Deep breath here, reach, find that space. Exhale, just go ahead and switch it out. Left fingertips down, right hand goes up and over. Find the space between the left ear and the left shoulder. Deep breath here, sending the breath to that left side of the neck. Really reaching the left fingertips down to the mat beside you. And then exhale, slightly tuck the chin to the chest. Just change the stretch ever so slightly. Big breath here. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Let's start by planting our feet out on the mat in front of you, and then just bring the hands behind you on the mat, fingers pointing towards the sit bones, and just lean back in space. So puff the chest up, drop the head back, take a little bend in the elbows. Just find this little back bend, let this feel good, opening up the front of the body. And then maybe straightening the arms, getting a little wrist stretch in at the same time, swaying side to side. Good. Lift the head back up and just windshield wiper the legs to one side and then the other side. So just starting to open up those hips, inviting in some movement. Just a few times back and forth. Let this feel good. And then come back, or just drop the knees over to the right and place the right heel on top of the left thigh. Lean back in space a little bit and feel that stretch all through the left side of the body. So you can drop the head back, bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Feel the length from the left hip through that left shoulder. Yeah, deep breath here. Exhale, release the right foot down to the mat and just switch sides. Drop the knees to the left, left heel to the right thigh, and then just lean back in space. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Find the length. Big breath here. Exhale, release. Plant the left foot down to the mat. Just take a reverse tabletop. So just starting to open up the front of the body, press the hips up to the sky. Drop the head back, see the back of the room with the gaze. Lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, tap the booty down to the mat and then lift right back up. So just find a little bit more length. Inhale. Exhale, come back down to the seat. Cross the ankles, roll forward over the knees. Make your way into your tabletop position. Moving through a couple rounds of cat-cows. Drop the belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, round through the spine, gaze is at the belly, press the floor away from you. Using the breath as a guide, inhale, arch up, look up, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round and hollow, press the floor away from you. Last round, inhale, arch up, look up. Exhale, round it out, gaze is at the belly. Now just begin to invite in that organic movement. So finding some side to side motions with the spine, maybe like bringing the seat to the heels, finding some circles with the hips. Just taking a little inventory of the body, noticing where you're holding tension, where you might feel a little bit more stiff from like sleeping, we just woke up. And the connective tissue might be a little bit stiff still. So our fascia is the connective tissue in the body. And when we sleep, the fascia, it hardens, right? It's like this web that hardens. And it's this encasing that holds everything in your body. So when we wake up, we first stretch to release all that connective tissue. Reverse the hands on the mat, just lean back a little bit, let the head hang heavy and sway side to side, opening up the forearms. Good. And then just make your way back to your neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press the seat back towards the heels, and then extend the legs. First downward facing dog. Taking a deep bend in one knee, deep bend in the other knee. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, just pedaling out here. Shake the head out, yes. Shake the head out, no. Good. Inhale, shift forward to your high plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin down on the mat. Your booty sticks up. Inhale, slide to cobra. And then exhale, just release the chest down to the mat. Send the right arm out to the right. Right ear comes to the mat. And then roll over onto the right side of the body. Drop the left foot behind you. Maybe reach that left arm back behind you if you're ready for it. It's early, so no worries. If you're not, maybe you catch the right hand with the left hand, right? Maybe you place the right foot to the mat as well, feeling the stretch in the front of the right shoulder. Take it to your depth. So it's whatever's calling to you today, right? Your body might feel completely different than it felt yesterday, and that's okay. All right, just release, come back to the belly, and just switch sides. Send the left arm out to the left ear to the mat, roll onto the left side, drop the right foot behind you. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you reach back and catch the left hand. Maybe you place the left foot to the mat. Just breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back onto your belly. Bring the hands to the front 2 corners of the mat. Elbows go wide, tent the fingertips. Moving with the breath, we're going to inhale, peel the heart up off the mat. Gaze goes up. Exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, roll the heart up. Gaze goes up. Exhale, lower it down. Just starting to find some movement in the back. Inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, lower it down. Hands come in line with the chest. Press up into your upward facing dog. Gaze goes up. Find space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, send the right leg up high to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hips. Stack the right hip on top of the left. And find some big circles here in one direction. Just releasing the ball and socket joint. Getting any crunchies or pops out of the hips. And then switching directions, just inviting in that movement. Send the right leg back up high behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Pause, press the floor away from you. Start to feel the heat start to build in the core. Inhale, leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, step it to the outside of the right hand. High lizard lunge. Drop the hips, open the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, straighten the right leg, bow to the inside of the right leg. Moving with the breath, inhale, shift it forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, straighten it out, bow. One more time, inhale, forward. Exhale, straighten it out, stay here and breathe. Think about drawing that right hip back in space and then relaxing the head and the neck. Deep breath here, feel the length in the back of the right leg. Exhale. One more big breath. Exhale, bend back into the right knee. Lower the left knee. Come down to the forearms for your low lizard lunge. Let the head hang heavy and just sway side to side. Either stay here or come up onto your left forearm or your left hand, whatever you have space for, and press the right thigh away from you. Gaze is over the right shoulder. Either stay here, just feeling that stretch, or if you're really open and ready for it, you can bend that left knee, reach back with the right hand, and catch the top of the left foot. Peeling the heart open to the sky. Maybe you're down on your forearm. One more big breath here. Exhale, release the left foot. Listen up. You're going to pop yourself up into your warrior 2 legs. Keep that right knee stacked over the right ankle. And then walk the hands off to the upper left-hand corner of the mat. Release the head and the neck. Sink into the hips. Breathing here. Deep breath in. Exhale, soften. One more inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Left side, inhale, left leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Start to circle it out here in one direction, just releasing the ball and socket joint. And then switching directions, finding space. Good. Send the left leg back up high behind you. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Pause, engage the core. Press the space up between the shoulder blades. And then send that left leg back up high behind you. Exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. High lizard lunge, find space, drop the hips, gazes up. Exhale, straighten the left leg, bow to the inside of the left leg. Moving with the breath, inhale, shift it forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, straighten it out, release the head and the neck. Last time, inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, straighten it out. Breathe here. Keep drawing that left hip back in space. Exhale, soften. One more inhale. Exhale, bend back into the left knee. Drop the right heel. bend back into the left knee, come down to the forearms, let the head hang heavy and just shift side to side, low lizard lunge. Good. Either stay here or come up on the right forearm or the right hand and press the left thigh away from you, gazes over the left shoulder. Maybe stay here, or you can bend that right knee, reach back with the left hand, come into your galaxy pose. Take this to your depth. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last big breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Pop up into your warrior 2 legs. Walk the hands to the upper right-hand corner of the mat. Release the head and the neck. Just bow. Sink into the hips. Feel the stretch in the inner left thigh, inner left groin. 1 more inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back to center with control. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come into your malasana, yogi squat. Hands to prayer at heart center. Pressing the thighs open. Good. Find a tall spine, reaching all the way from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Just taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. So maybe that intention is to just remove anything from your life that's like not honoring your path, right? That's not honoring your true calling, your dharmic path, right? So your dharmic path is like your one thing that you were put here to do. So thinking of that one thing, that one true calling, that one thing that fills you up, and then like what is not aligning with that purpose, with that calling, just let it go. Deep breath in. Exhale. Gently blink the eyes open, hands to the mat, straighten out the legs, ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy, and just sway side to side, releasing the head and the neck. Shake the head out, yes. Shake the head out, no. Good. Release the hands down to the mat. Begin to roll up, stacking 1 vertebrae at a time. The head is the last to rise. When you reach the top, sweep the arms up overhead. Find a full body stretch. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer at heart center. Arms by the side, Tadasana. Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up, palms pressed, gaze goes up. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs, bow. Inhale, look forward and lengthen flat back. Exhale, step or float it back. Chaturanga, low push-up, elbows stay in. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll over the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Starting to cultivate your Ujjayi breathing. Breath in and out through the nose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, empty out. Inhale. Exhale. Last big breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step or float forward between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up, palms press. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by the side. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, arms up, palms press, gaze up. Exhale, pour it forward over straight legs. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, step or float. If you're floating, you land in that low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, find space. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathing here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Filling up the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Last big breath. Exhale. Bend the knees. Gaze forward. Inhale. Step or float forward between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up, palms press. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by the side. Last time, inhale, arms up, gaze up, salute the sun. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. filling up, expanding the belly, the ribs. Exhale, empty completely. Feel the pelvic floor engage. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step or float forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up, palms press. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by the side. Moving on. Inhale, hook the thumbs out in front of you. Reach up and arch your back. Press the hips forward. Gaze goes up. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, straighten arms and legs. Deep breath here. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Gaze goes up. Exhale, left foot back, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin down on the mat. Inhale, slide to cobra. Exhale, press the seat back towards the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up and arch your back. Gaze goes back. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, straighten arms and legs. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, hands come down, step the left foot back, runner's lunge, gazes up. Exhale, right foot back, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Inhale, slide to cobra. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, press the seat back towards the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up and arch your back. Adding on, exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, straighten arms and legs. Hands come down, step the right foot back, lower the back knee, sweep the arms up to the sky, and then drop the left arm behind you, land it to the back of the right thigh. So you're finding this length all the way through the right side of the body. Left hand to right thigh. Sink a little bit deeper in that left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down. Skandasana, back of your mat. Bend into the right knee. Left toes go high to the sky. Press that right thigh open with the right tricep. Find the length through the tailbone, through the crown of the head. Maybe you open up the arms. Gaze goes past those left fingertips just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, crawl back to the front of the mat. Right hand grounds, left hand goes high, high on the ball of the right foot. Gaze goes up over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Shift forward to your three-legged plank. Ekapada chaturanga, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin down on the mat. Inhale, slide to cobra. Exhale, press the seat back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in. Inhale, leg goes high. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, rise up in your high lunge. High on the ball of the back foot. Hips are square to the front of the space. Sink a little bit deeper in that right knee. Suck the belly in, tuck the tailbone under, feel the stretch in the front of the left hip. One more breath. Good, and then listen up. You're gonna start to shift the weight forward and draw that left knee up and into the chest, right? Sweep the left arm underneath the right, come into your eagle arms, sit the seat back in space, sweep the left leg up and over the right, eagle legs. Come into your full expression of your eagle pose. Everything is bound nice and tight. Start to sink the elbows down in front of the knees. So find this restriction in the body. One more big breath here, settle in. Good. And then listen up, you're gonna unwind in your chair pose, sit the seat back in space. Exhale, twist. Hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Hands to prayer at heart center, chair twist. Inhale, finding length from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Gaze is over that right shoulder. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Straighten the legs and just bow. Inhale, hook the thumbs out in front of you. Reach up and arch your back. Press the hips forward. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, straighten arms and legs. Hands come down, step the left foot back. Lower the back knee, sweep the arms up to the sky. And then drop the right hand behind you this time. Land it to the back of the left thigh. Reach through those left fingertips. Sink even deeper in the right knee. Good. Feel the length here, the stretch all the way through that left side. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, crawl to the back of the mat. Skandasana. Right toes go high, hands to prayer. Find the length through the tailbone, through the crown of the head. Maybe the left hand comes down to the mat, right fingertips go up. Hold here. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Crawl back to the front of the mat. Frame the right foot with the hands. Simple twist. Left hand down, right hand goes high. Peel the heart, open to the sky. Big breath here, wring it out. Exhale, right hand comes down. Send the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Shift forward to your three-legged plank. Akapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down on the mat. Inhale, slide to cobra. Exhale, press the seat back towards the heels. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in. Inhale, leg goes high. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, rise up in your high lunge. High on the ball of the back foot. Beautiful. Sink into that left knee. So think about stacking the left knee over the left ankle. Yeah, hips are square. Good. And then shift the weight forward. Draw the right knee up and into the chest. Sweep the right arm underneath the left. Right leg goes up and over. Eagle pose. Hug everything in nice and tight. So finding this restriction of the flow of the blood in the body. And then as you release, it flushes all the toxins out of the lymphatic system. So go ahead and unwind everything. Sit the seat back in space, chair pose. Exhale, twist. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Hands to prayer. And then exhale, twist. Gazes over that left shoulder. So we forget about the gaze. I've been talking about this a lot in my classes lately. So the gaze gives you like that extra stretch in like your neck, your shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, release, fold forward over straight legs. Hook the thumbs out in front of you. Come all the way to stand, arch your back. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by the side. Close the eyes, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Bend the knees, arms up, palms press, Utkatasana, chair pose. Toes and heels are touching. Suck the belly in, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, rise up in your warrior one. Strong warrior one. So grounding down through the knife's edge of the back foot. Hips are square to the front of the room. Right knee stacked over the right ankle. Palms are pressing, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, rise up, warrior one. Stay here. Think about your foundation, right? It's a really strong foundation. Virabhadrasana A. So Virabhadra was a powerful warrior. So this pose is preparing you for battle. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Catching your breath here. 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Good. Oxygenating the body. Fill up. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Gaze forward. Inhale. Step or foot forward between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Arms up. Exhale. Uttanasana. Pour it right back down. Inhale. Look forward and lengthen. Exhale. Step or float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, rise up in your warrior 1. Hips are square to the front of the space. Open up warrior 2, heel to arch alignment. Suck the belly in, tuck the tailbone under. Flip the right hand, reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Keep that deep bend in the right knee. Maybe you wrap the left arm around the lower back. Big breath here, gaze goes past the right fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand down, left hand goes up and over. So maybe you modify. Right forearm to right thigh. Maybe you bind. Beautiful, Saskia. I like it. Good. Gaze goes past those left fingertips. If you're binding, gaze is over the left shoulder. There you go. Good. Keep pressing that right knee open to the right side of the room. Hips open to the left. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right hand goes high. Find your twist. Gaze goes up. And then roll onto the knife's edge of the left foot, either moving into your Vashisthasana side plank, or you collect the right big toe with the right peace fingers and try the transition with the big toe bind. Or you just come into your regular Vashisthasana, pressing up through the left side of the body. Maybe you find like a tree pose here. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. Listen up, you're gonna bend the right knee, drop it behind you, flip your dog. Come into your rock star pose. Reach to the front of the space. Drop the head back. Lift up a little bit higher. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a transition here. So flip it back over, right hand grounds, right leg threads all the way through. Shooting star, so either the foot stays down or you find your core engagement. You hover the right foot up off the mat. Maybe you catch the outside edge of the right foot with the left hand. Options here. This is only an option. And swing the right leg around out in front of you for Vishwamitrasana, the full expression of the pose. Yeah, you don't have to do it. All right, left hand comes down, right leg goes high. Shift forward. 3-legged plank, or 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, left foot forward, warrior 1, rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach up, reach back, reverse. Maybe you find that wrap. Reach through the left fingertips, find the length in the left side of the body. Exhale, extended side angle. Either modify or you bring the left hand down to the mat. Gaze goes past those right fingertips. Maybe you bind, wrapping the right arm around the lower back and then reaching underneath the left thigh with the left arm and pulling that right shoulder down and away from you. Breathing here. Find length through the spine. So I like to say, think of yourself as like a lightning bolt. So you're reaching all the way through the right knife's edge of the foot, through the right fingertips. It's like at an angle. All right, right hand down, left hand goes high. Find your twist just for a breath. And then roll onto the knife's edge of the right foot. Maybe you try your Vashisthasana transition with the big toe bind, or you just move into your side plank. Sending that left leg up high. Gaze goes up past the left shoulder. Or you just stack, lift up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee, flip your dog, reach to the front of the house. Press the hips up to the sky. Lift up a little bit higher here. 3, 2, 1. Flip it back over. Left hand down, thread the left leg all the way through. shooting star. So either you stay here, peel the heart open. Maybe you hover that left foot, find your core engagement. Maybe you catch the outside edge of the left foot with the right hand and swing it around out in front of you. Gaze is up underneath that right armpit. 2, 1. Right hand comes down, left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Shift forward, Akapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, catch your breath. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, breathing here. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step or float forward between the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, bend the knees, arms up. Exhale, fold it right back down over straight legs. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, bring the feet hip-width distance apart. Collect the big toes with the peace fingers. Inhale, look forward and lengthen, find your halfway lift. And then exhale, pull the chest down to meet the thighs, release the head and the neck. Sending the sit bones up to the sky. Breathing here. Exhale. All right, feet are hip width distance apart and you're pulling down. Good, release the head and the neck. Inhale, lift up halfway. Release the bind on the big toes and then walk the hands underneath the feet for Padahastasana. Inhale, lift up and lengthen. So the halfway lift is equally a stretch. So really pull up, gaze is forward. Exhale, pull the chest down to meet the thighs, elbows go wide. Release the head and neck. Breathing here, deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more breaths. You're good. Exhale. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Walk the hands out from underneath the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the feet together to touch. Exhale, plant the hands. Bakasana, crow pose. Gaze goes forward. Bend the knees. Walk the knees up into the armpits. Maybe you start to transition the weight into the hands. So you're floating one foot maybe up off the mat, maybe floating the other foot, maybe floating both feet. If you have your full Bakasana, press the floor away from you, lift the hips up a little bit higher here for 3, 2, 1. When you can't hold it any longer, shoot it back, Vinyasa. Or just step back. Your level today. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Warrior 1, rise up. All right, so we're gonna do something a little different here. Bend the right elbow and then pull that right elbow down behind you. So you're bringing that right hand between the shoulder blades with the left hand, right? And then sweep the left arm up and under. If you can, you collect the hands. If not, and you have a strap or a towel, you can always use the strap and then catch the strap behind you. So like here, and then walk the hands closer together. Press the head back into the arms, open up the heart, breathe. Good, 1 more big breath. And then exhale, unwind the arms, sweep the right arm underneath the left, come into your eagle arms. Still in your warrior 1 legs. Start to trace a line all the way down the wall. See the back of the room with the gaze. Press the forearms up and away from you. Inhale. Exhale, start to tilt the torso forward. Transition to your warrior 3. Float the left leg up off the mat. Hips are square to the mat. Beautiful, you guys. Pressing the forearms down and away from you. 1 more big inhale here. Exhale, unwind the arms, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Stacking the left hip on top of the right. Gaze goes up past those left fingertips. Maybe take a little bit of weight out of the right fingertips. Find your core engagement. Breathe. 2, 1. Soften into that right knee. Land it back in your warrior 2. And then just straighten out that right leg. Give it a break. Catch the right wrist. Lean to the back of your space. Pull on that right wrist. Make sure the right leg's nice and straight. 1 more inhale. Exhale, arms come back to a T. Walk the back foot in a little bit. Trikonasana, triangle pose, shortening the stance. And then reach forward. Tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. Stacking the left hip on top of the right. So same action as Ardha Chandrasana. The left hip is on top of the right. Gaze goes up past those left fingertips. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Send the left arm to the front of the space. Just change the stretch ever so slightly. Find the length all the way through the left side of the body. Really reaching here. Exhale, hands come down. Frame the right foot with the hands. Walk the back foot in a little bit. For your pyramid pose, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Think about drawing this right hip back in space, relaxing the head and the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Revolve Trikonasana. So left hand grounds to the outside of the right foot. Ideally, if you can't get it there today, left hand is just directly underneath the face. And then you send the right fingertips up high to the sky. So we're going to move into a challenging sequence here. So just take your time, okay? Finding this revolve Trikonasana first. So really twisting through the spine, drawing that right hip back in space. 1 more big breath here. Gaze comes down. Left hand goes out in front of the right foot. And then you float the left foot up off the mat for your revolved Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Either the gaze stays down if your balance is off, or you can try to bring it up towards the ceiling, maybe just to the right side of the room. Good. So from here, keep your core engagement. You're going to bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand to catch the inside arch of the left foot for this twisted dancer's pose. This is challenging, you guys, so just take your time. And then if you can, you're going to kick into that hand as hard as you can to float the left hand to your heart center. Yeah. So you're in this dancer's pose with the hand floating up off the mat. And then place the left hand down to the mat. You're going to switch your grip. The right hand's going to come to the outside edge of the left foot, and you're going to start to bend into the left knee and kick the left foot out towards the right side of your space. For this baby grasshopper pose. Nice, Saskia, you got it. Maybe you bring that hand to heart center. And then if you fell out of it, no worries, that's where we're coming. Come down to your seat. Draw the left foot in towards the right sit bones for your seated spinal twist. Right hand grounds, left hand goes high, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, twist. Hook the left elbow on the outside of that right thigh. Every inhale, finding length. Every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Maybe you find your bind if that's calling to you today. Finding length, gazes over the right shoulder. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale. Last big breath. Exhale, come back through center, counter rotate. Take a bow in the opposite direction. Untwist your twist. Good. Come back through center. Either working on your jump back or just make your way back to downward facing dog. So if you're working on your jump back, you plant your hands alongside your seat, cross the right ankle over the left, press the seat up away from the mat, and then wiggle the feet underneath the body, landing it back in your push-up. Down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left side, and then we'll slow it down. Inhale, left foot forward. Warrior one, rise up. Bend. Bend into the left elbow. Bring the left hand between the shoulder blades and then catch the left elbow with the right hand. So really like press that left hand down and away from you. Press the head back into the forearm. And then maybe either you can stay there or maybe you sweep the right arm up and under and bind the hands. So binding like here, pressing the forehead back into the arms, finding space. One more breath. Exhale, unwind the arms, sweep the left arm underneath the right. Eagle arms, start to trace that line down the wall. Keep your warrior one legs. Keep that deep bend in the left knee. Press the forearms up and away from you. One more inhale. Exhale, start to transition the weight forward. Float the right leg up off the mat. Warrior three with the eagle arm wrap. So you're pressing those forearms down and away from you. Press the left foot down into the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind the arms, left hand grounds, right hand goes high. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Flexing the right foot. Gaze goes up past those right fingertips. Maybe take a little bit of weight out of the left. And then softly land it back in your warrior two. Straighten the left leg, give it a break. Catch the left wrist. And just breathe into that left side of the body. Inhale, reach, find length. Exhale, arms come back to a T. Walk the back foot in a little bit for your Trikonasana. Reach, reach, reach forward. And then tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. Land the left hand on top of the left shin, ankle, or you can grab that big toe. Feeling the stretch in the right side of the body. Gaze goes up past those right fingertips. Saskia, try to shift your torso back in space just a little bit. Yes, there you go. One more inhale. Start to reach the right fingertips forward. Find length all the way through the right side of the body. Really reach, feel the stretch. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Frame the left foot with the hands. Walk the back foot in a little bit. Lift up halfway, pyramid pose. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Release the head and the neck. Breathe. Just softening into the pose. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your jaw or your brow. All right. Lift up halfway. Right hand to the outside of the left foot. Reach the left fingertips up high to the sky. Revolve Trikonasana. Maybe the right hand's just underneath the face, and that's totally fine today. You want to find your foundation and feel the stretch, right? Not just like falling out of it. You want to get something out of it. So modify it to your level. Good. Gaze comes down. Right hand goes out in front of the left foot. Float the right leg up off the mat. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe the gaze stays down. Maybe you start to bring the gaze up over the left shoulder. Good. One more big breath here. Start to bend into the right knee. Reach back with the left hand for your twisted dancer's pose. Gaze comes back down. Kick into the hand. So the harder you kick, the more likely it is that that right hand's going to float up off the mat to heart center. So this is an awkward pose, but it feels good. Kick a little bit harder. Exhale, land the right hand down to the mat. Switch the grip. Catch the outside edge of the right foot with the left hand. Bend into the left knee and send the right leg out to the left side. Baby grasshopper pose. Nice, Saskia, so strong. One more inhale here. And then if you fell on your seat, we're going there anyways. So come down to your seat. Draw the right heel in towards the left sit bone. Ground through the left hand, seated spinal twist. Right arm goes high. Exhale, twist. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Every inhale, finding length. Every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Breathe here. Gaze is over the left shoulder, just wringing it out. letting go of anything in your life that isn't in line with your true calling, your dharmic path. So just wringing it out, letting it go. Good. Counter rotate, untwist your twist. Just take a bow in the opposite direction. Good. Come back through center. Unwind the legs. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees go out wide. Baddha Konasana. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, just fold over the feet. Press the shins down and away from you with the triceps. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Let the head go. Breathe. Last big breath here. Inhale, slowly make your way back up. Just cross the ankles, make your way back to your down dog. Okay, and we're gonna just take a little bit of back bending. So shift forward to your high plank. Last bit of like real work here. So fire up the core and then lower all the way down to your belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything down to the mat. Reach the arms long alongside you for Shalabhasana, locust pose. Inhale, lift everything up off the mat, fly. So try to bring the toes and heels together to touch. Reach the fingertips to the back of the space. Gaze goes up. Find the length here through the entire back side of the body. Lift up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Release everything down to the mat. Bring the left ear to the mat and just rest. Catch your breath. One more big inhale. Come back through center. Bend the knees. Reach back and catch the outside edges of the feet with the hands. Dhanurasana floor bow. So we did a lot of prep for this in our twisted dancer pose. On the next inhale, kick into the hands. Peel the chest up off the mat. Gaze goes up. The harder you kick, the higher you'll go here for 3, 2, 1. Release everything down to the mat. Gaze in the opposite direction. Just windshield wiper the legs side to side. And rest. Last breath. Good. And then just bring the hands back alongside the torso. Press up into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, slide it forward for pigeon. Right shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Walk the left leg back in space. Hands come back in line with the hips first, so you're not dumping your weight into one hip or the other. And then puff up the heart. Exhale, walk the hands forward out in front of you. Just rest. Starting to let the body slow down. Letting the breath slow down. Coming back to that intention that we set at the beginning of class. That intention to just let go of the things in your life that are not aligning with your true calling, right? That are not aligning with what is best for you, right? What honors you. So just let it go, right? And that can be, a challenging thing to let go, because it could be attachment to like a person that's not good for you. It could be attachment to a substance, whatever that may be. It's really hard to just say, okay, just let it go. But I mean, there's little steps that you can take every day. So it doesn't have to be as big as like completely changing your life in one day. You can just set like simple little goals, minor steps to slowly get you where you want to be, right, in your life. Slowly start to walk the hands back up in line with the hips. Tuck the toes under, send the right leg up and back, downward facing dog. Pedaling out. Inhale, left leg goes high, open up, and then slide it forward for your pigeon pose. Left shin's parallel to the front of the mat. Walk the hands back in line with the hips. Open up through the heart. Square the hips first, and then exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. Release the head and the neck. Just find something more to let go of. We're coming into the last few minutes of our class. So just any last bits of whatever it is that may not be serving you, just offering it up here, letting it go, leaving it on your mat. Right? Just a few more breaths. Softening a little bit deeper. So it's like those baby steps, one step at a time. Just getting rid of what doesn't serve you, one step at a time. Softening into the body, finding more space, one breath at a time. Coming back to this breath anytime throughout your day that you might need just a little boost, a little encouragement, a little help. I find that coming back to the breath just helps to recenter me and get me back in line with what I know I need, what I know is best for me. Slowly start to walk the hands back up, open up the heart, gaze goes up. And then just tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gaze forward between the hands and just jump through to your seat. Sending the legs out long in front of you. Arms out to a V and slowly lowering down to your mat. One vertebrae at a time. Take your time here. Engaging the core at the bottom. The legs will probably hover up off the mat. Reaching for the heels for 3, 2, 1. Release everything down to the mat. Coming into your shoulder stand, hands go to the lower back for support, legs go up high to the sky. Good, so gaze goes up past the toes, lifting the hips up nice and high here. Reversing the flow of the blood in the body. Sealing in your practice. Good. 3 more breaths. Lift up a little bit higher. 2. Lift up a little bit higher. 1. Drop the feet overhead. Tops of the feet come down to the mat behind you. If the feet reach the mat, flip the tops of the feet to the mat, and then interlace the hands down to the mat behind you. Halasana. Good. Just breathing here. Making sure you're breathing. We have a tendency to hold our breath here. Bend the knees, hug the outside edges of the ears with the knees, blocking off the sense of hearing, quieting the mind. Release the hands, use the hands as brakes. Begin to roll all the way down to your mat, 1 vertebrae at a time, articulating the spine. When you reach the bottom, setting up for your Matsyasana fish pose, final pose. Legs go long out in front of you. Come up onto the forearms, puff the chest up, drop the head back, top of the head touches the mat. Deep breath in through the nose, big exhale out through the mouth. Clearing sigh out through the mouth, inhale. Exhale, let it go. 2 more, big breath in. Exhale, moving anything out of the body that doesn't serve you. Last big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. Coming into your final resting pose. Shavasana. Take up space. Just allow the body to get heavy. Just allowing this practice to marinate in the body so that you can take this practice with you off of your mat out into your daily life. I'm going to have you guys rest just for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Just stay down, rest. Just begin to deepen your breathing. Start to invite some small movements back into the fingers and toes. Dropping the head over to one side and then the other. Reach the arms up overhead. Find a full body stretch. Take a deep breath in here. Find length. Exhale, just let it go. Draw the knees into the chest and roll over onto one side. Resting in fetal pose for as long as you need to. And slowly making your way back up to your seat. Pausing the music if it's still playing. Keeping the eyes closed. Closing the practice with the mantra, Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and may our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. Loka means peace. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart center, bowing your chin to your chest, knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of each and every one of you. Together we bow. Namaste.